This is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creators to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next? Dare I say it, find more U of H personnel to bring on the podcast. Episode 114, walk with us. Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Welcome back to episode 114 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm great. I'm great. I appreciate you opening up the crib so I could come by and sit with you.
Anytime, man.
Get the story going.
Get the story.
Listen, man. Is this your first podcast?
Pretty much. I've been on radio.
Okay.
Like the you know the little dudes that did the underground radio?
Yeah.
I went and had an interview there before.
Okay.
But podcast, yeah, the first time.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. Before we get started with the episode, let's introduce our social media handles so we don't disrupt the flow of the conversation when we get to that point.
Okay, I'm Whatabarber, best barber H-Town. It's simple, just like Whatabarber. So every time they eat Whataburger, they're gonna think about me.
Okay. Is that okay? And my name is John Ross Dike II. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, I got to drop.
John Ross Dike I, founder of Still Visionary. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And on Instagram and Twitter, I'm John Ross Dike and Still _Visionary. Also, the What's Next Pod _. Visit my website, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, visit my fan page on Facebook and like my fan page on Facebook, and visit my website at stillvisionary.com. In front of you, I have all the merch that I sell on my podcast out the trunk of my car and on my website, and you can shop stillvisionary.com/merch. Listen, man, shout out to my barber, man. I'm sorry. Shout out to my barber, man. I cut. You know what? Everybody got their own story. You come out here once before.
Yeah. Back in the day. Back in the day. But welcome to the show, man. Yeah. I couldn't let you get that off, but I'll let you get that off. That #1 barber in the city. But I gotta give respect to my barber, man. Shout out to my barber, Clipper Jones. But how you doing, man? I'm great.
No doubt.
Yep.
Listen, welcome to the podcast, man. This podcast is the creative story. And what I like to do here is I like to find out the story behind everything, the journey that you're on, and parallel it to my own journey, see where I can pull from you and make my journey even better. So when I saw that you dropped a mobile barber shop or barber truck, barber van, I was like, it's time. And then my man Phil was like, you need to get people that we want to see on here. No disrespect to everybody that's been on, but you want to see people that you know and would like to hear their stories about. So we're here now. You know what I'm saying?
We here.
I wanted to do it in the van, but
not enough room. I mean, it would have been great in there. It would have been perfect.
No doubt.
Great lighting.
No doubt.
I love the van now because like my pictures be amazing.
Yeah. you pictures you put on the gram?
Yeah, like I got a camera, I got a Nikon behind me. But the gray and the lights right above it, like pictures dope.
Right.
So I look like a photographer. So what a photographer?
Listen, man, I don't have much written down. I have a couple of questions that I ask, but one thing about my podcast that I like to distinguish from others is that this is a podcast where we just talk about the makings of what we're trying to get to. Mm-hmm. So in that, I kind of picked a couple of questions that helped me navigate the podcast, but I really don't have many questions that I want to ask you. I just want to hear your story and see where we relate at. If you could define yourself in one word, what would it be?
Say inspirational. You know, I try to like motivate people.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So
you went to U of H. We went to U of H. And I know that the traditional college kid finishes. I don't know if you finished it, but it's not important. But I know one thing that I saw about you is that you were always on your hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is that like, where does that come from? Is that, instilled in you at birth, or you just, U of H wasn't the path, or what?
I don't know. It just, I guess being at U of H, cutting $5, had to get it, My mom ain't really just sent me a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't ask for a lot. So to get what I wanted to get, I had to grind. So it just continued to stick with it because, I don't know.
Right.
Maybe just in my blood, maybe.
Because, I've seen you over the course period of a few years. I've been doing this particular podcast for 2 years, but I've been podcasting for about 4. And in the duration of that 4, I saw you kind of transform. Not only did your hair get longer, but you also were grinding. You had this going, but you always maintained being a barber. And to see you now in this lane where you're adapting with the times of making everything mobile is not a surprise to me.
Yeah.
So, if somebody's listening to this podcast in your hometown, what do you think that they should take from it?
Like I mentioned earlier, like time is moving fast. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whatever that you want to do, just do it. Because you're going to look up 2 years later, and you're gonna be like, dang, I should have did it, but you will be 2 years in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I kind of feel. You got to just do it. Like, jump out there. You might be scared. Like, I'm nervous now, but you got to just do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Listen. Okay. All right. I like to say that there's no safe place to begin. You just got to jump in, like you said. Let's start there. Where did you jump in at? Why barber? Why being a barber? Why become a barber?
So I became a barber back when I was young in high school or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't like spending money. So the first thing, so it's kind of like, bet if I can trim my hair down and fade it, then I can just go to the barbershop and get an edge up. Edge up's probably $5. Boom, save money that way. Then I continue to do it, cut friends' hair, got better and better. And this is like in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm all right, And I used to draw, you know what I'm saying? So barbering is an art, you know what I'm saying? So I just started cutting. Then when I came to U of H, made it easier. I really stole my first pair of clippers. No, actually, I stole my first pair of edges, so that's why it made me be able to cut different at U of H, you know what I'm saying, than you see me at Towers. Because, of course, I had, like, the Walmart clippers, you know what I'm saying? But I had first got my Andes. It was right there by Kingsmart. It was beauty supply right there. I was bad.
You stole them out of there? Okay, so you cutting at U of H, and I think that you were cutting, Mike was cutting, and I think that when I talked to Mike on the podcast, he said that his people really didn't give him a lot of bread. So y'all both had that kind of like go get it attitude.
You had to.
Whereas a lot of people like myself, I was working at the Towers, but I think that my but what my ailment, my whole setback is that I was always looking at the artistic side of things as opposed to like, what can I do right now? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And in doing that, I've kind of felt like, oh, you know what, man, I need to kind of, when am I going to get this chance to kind of like hustle and get it right? Whereas I see everybody hustling, everybody doing that thing, they're doing what's right for right now. Do you think that becoming a barber now is the end thing, or do you think that it's always been something that people were scared to jump into?
I think a lot of people probably cut hair because they feel like that's an easy way to make money. So, but like when I first started cutting hair, I ain't be like, I'm gonna be cutting till I'm like 40. You know what I'm saying? But I do see barbers that be in the barbershop, they're old. I know I'm not trying to be old cutting, standing up forever. So that's why I try to do different stuff to make more money. You know what I'm saying? So, don't get me wrong, I'm still want to cut hair because like when I be telling them when I get rich, they be like, you gonna stop cutting? I'm like, nah. That's like a hobby. I still like to cut hair. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I might not cut Tuesday through Saturday, but I'm still gonna cut like people that I, that I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? So
you done cut some big boy people's hair, man.
Yeah.
I was just looking at my phone while I was waiting to start this. Tomorrow will be 1 year since I cut Kamara's hair for the second time. So I was like, yeah, I got something to post tomorrow.
You cut Joel, Joe Budden, and
Joe Budden. Cut him like 5 or 6 times. He cool. I mean, he just like how he is on the podcast.
Right.
Be talking.
So when did you realize that you got good at cutting?
I mean, because like I go back and look at the pictures, you know what I'm saying? Like that was trash. But I mean, I guess people kept coming, so they like the work.
Right. So
obviously, I'm doing something right.
Right.
They got paid $50 a day. They got cut 10 hair as a slave.
Okay. So we all at U of H still. You're cutting hair now, right? And I remember you moved to the barbershop off of was it Scott?
Yeah, third barbershop.
Okay. And okay, listen, I'm not familiar. My barbershop, my barber has his own spot, right? How does that go? Like with working in them shops. Why did you eventually leave out the shop?
Why I left out the shop? Well, I left out the shop because of COVID. So COVID really blessed the game for a lot of people, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there at the third, then I left and went to down the street. So at that barbershop, the bill went up, so we went to another barbershop. And at that barbershop, the owner was back on his bills or whatever, so we got kicked out. Shit was locked in there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, we move one more time. So I was like, after this move, I'm going to either get my own stuff or I'm just going to be here forever. You know what I'm saying? Or figure something out. But I never wanted to, like, I really don't ever wanted to have I never wanted to have a barbershop because I already know I've been a manager and take money. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't want to deal with that. Niggas talking about, let me pay you on Tuesday if it's due on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? You just got to deal with that. So I already knew the manager side of it. And then, like, my mentor barber, he was like, just because you got a barbershop don't mean you make money because it comes with a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay the bills, stuff that break. So I never really wanted a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So I was always fine doing what I did. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much it's because COVID, been cutting at home for a year.
Right.
So it was like, I got to get out of my house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the mobile barbershop, I never really wanted to do that neither because I always thought about nigga creeping up on you. You know, it's thinking about stuff that it really don't, it matters, but it doesn't matter. But then after COVID, because I like being in the barbershop, you know, having conversation, you know, that's what a barbershop is.
Yeah.
Get the network, meet new people, laugh, new movies,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Anything, all that type of stuff that comes with the barbershop. So I was like, no, I want to be in a barbershop, but with COVID being here, I got used to it. So I was like, might as well shut down the scene, be the first to do it.
No doubt.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not the first to do it because I got the idea from other people. Like up north, people do it all the time. Then one of my clients, her dad, he has one. He lives up north, and we had a conversation. He told me about it and everything. Like he builds his on himself, you know what I mean, by himself or whatever. So, like I've been knowing about this. Like could have did it 4 years ago,
Right.
but I mean it wasn't my time, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But now it's perfect.
Right.
Now everybody is trying to do that, like mobile everything. Like
Right.
now that I see he's got mobile grooming for the pets, mobile everything. They got mobile everything. So I'm just ahead of the game. But my brother, he wasn't gonna let me go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I'm a simple person. Like I don't care about designer, big jewelry and all that type of stuff. So when it comes to the van, I'm like, man, as long as that thing got a chair in there, lights and that. But he was like, you my little brother, you big, you like you're well known around Houston, so can't let you go out like that. So I seen on YouTube of a van, and I was like, I kind of want to like this. I gave him the video, and I told him just do whatever because I trust him. You know what I'm saying? He got a creative mind. My brother Theron, Big Tex, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
That's my dog right there. But I bought the van and like right after Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to start a slingshot business too, so it's kind of like, bro, buy me a slingshot and a van all at the same time on my credit, right? So got the van, called a few people, trying to figure stuff out, and he was like, hey, I'll hook your van up for you. But in my head, I'm like, bro, you busy, you got to do this, and that. But at the same time, I still trusted him, so I let him take it. He said it was going to be done in like a month. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm about to. In February, I'm boom, boom, boom. I'm on them. You know, it took a long time.
Right. You talking about like to put all the
put everything together. So I was getting impatient, but it was worth the wait.
Right.
Like they did their thing. So, I'm like, man, what's going on? This and that. Like I said, when I was going back to, I don't ask for a lot. I wanted him to just keep it simple. Like, as long as I got a chair in there, give me a mirror, some lights. But like, I can't let you go out like that. So he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? So made it like that. It's off the chain. So I believed in him, and he got it popping. And I love it. I love being in there. You know what I'm saying? Because like now I've calculated the numbers. I'm paying a certain amount of booth rent a month. You know what I'm saying? So I do that times 12. I think I was paying $600 a month. So I do that times 12. You know, and that's $7,200. So I'm like, bro, I could pay off a van on my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason that made me, want to go mobile as well too. Giving money to somebody else, same paying rent. Shoot, might as well get a house.
Right.
You can get the money back, you sell it.
Right.
So basically that's really what it really is. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay. What are the conveniences now that you're mobile that you find different from being locked in a shop?
Habakkuk 2:2-3 says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You do what you do for yourself to prove you can do it for others. Even though the year of perfect vision needed corrective lenses, your vision was never out of focus. You remained still. You remained determined." Kobe said, "The Mamba mentality is the attention to detail and the level of commitment. Run your race because you got time. Keep the momentum. Believe in your story, a creative story. Remember, never stay comfortable while trusting the process. Be innovative in your 720 hours. There will be stumbling blocks. You just keep pushing. Most importantly, what's next? Continue to drop."
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
And let me explain by what I mean by that. So the mobile idea too first came to me when I got introduced to Hope City. They just pack everything up and they put it in vans and then they move from location to location just so that there was no excuse not to come to church. A lot of people might be intimidated by going into an actual building, but Hope City was just like, you know what? And I'm kind of generalizing what I thought that they thought, right? And so they're just like, you know what? We'll bring church to you. You know what I'm saying? And so with that aspect, my man hit me and he was like, listen, when you're ready to level up, let me know. So he gave me everything that I needed to start a podcast on the go, because when I was inside the studio doing a podcast, a lot of things started happening. That time, having to pay the rent, like you're saying, I'm paying this, and in a year's time, I've already paid my apartment note or something like that. So I found that the I guess the benefit of being mobile is that I'm on my own time. Is that what you find the same for you, or is it a little different?
One, to say that it is a level up since I don't really care for having a barbershop. Two, to get out my living, my living space. Because during COVID, I didn't let everybody come to you can't let everybody come to your house. You know what I'm saying? So now with the mobile, even though I'm still in front of my house, like, you're not in my house though.
Right.
So I'm able to start back cutting more people.
Right.
But let's say if I do go cut a celebrity hair, don't have to pack up, take stuff from the barbershop, then go set up. Like, if I go to a hotel, they can just come downstairs, because one, you don't have anywhere to sit. Then if you do have somewhere to sit, chair might be down here. Mm-hmm. So I'm over, so over them trying to cut. Then the lighting, when I got the mobile, I could just pull up. You know what I'm saying? And then you can make more money mobile, because people ask you to come. I don't really like coming to people, but I will. But it's for the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But with the mobile, pop up. You know what I mean? So I can go anywhere.
Right.
Just start cutting hair.
Right.
I can just be stationary like a food truck.
Right.
It works. So I don't have to be in one spot.
Have you done that?
Not yet. It's only been a month right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing fine with my regular clientele.
Right.
So I was thinking about trying to go to 5015, you know what I'm saying? Be like in front of that parking lot area. Mm-hmm. So trying to get contacted with Steve. They would be perfect. But I really want to go somewhere back in 3rd Ward. You know what I'm saying? So, but I want to go somewhere to where I know I can be there for a while. I don't want to go anywhere where it's going to be like, dang, I got to move. So now I got to tell everybody, I got to go here. You know what I'm saying? So everybody who's been coming to my house, they've been coming to my house for over a year. Clearly it's fine. So I'm going to just ride it out. But also I've been here as well so I can work out the kinks in the van. You know what I'm saying? Because like 2 Fridays ago, I blew a fuse. You know what I'm saying? Because I had too much stuff on before when I first turned it on. So I'm just learning, okay, before I turn it on, let everything charge up. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
But I feel like it's going to help me out in the long run so I can go anywhere. Let's say it's a big event going on, I can go to the club.
Right.
$100 edges real quick before you go in there. Like, it works.
That's a great idea.
Right. Go to a festival. You know, I can just pull up anywhere. But also, you got to think about this. With it being wrapped, it's always marketing. I have to pay for marketing.
Right.
Just drive it around.
No doubt.
It's going to stand out. It speaks for itself.
No
you know
doubt.
what I'm saying? So, I love it.
Yeah. I think, I was thinking about my influences in podcasting, and I don't know if you have influences in barbers. I don't even know if it's something that you've ever looked into, but I remember Taxstone. Remember the name Taxstone?
I heard it before.
He was the guy that shot in the club with, what's his kid's name from Brooklyn? Oh man, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. He's from Brooklyn. Anyway, Taxstone used to do a podcast, and he would pull up to anybody, sit around and let people talk. And I was like, I really like that aspect of just meeting people where they are so that they don't ever have to feel uncomfortable coming to you. Mm-hmm. And that's why I kind of like to pull up to people's spots and be like, listen, we can do the podcast there because I want to get in your space and your aura and kind of like get the feeling that you feel when you in your spot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So Taxstone was really one of those influences. When it comes to the art of barbering, do you have influences in them or nah? You just...
Nah, I'm not like one of those barbers who, those barbers like post pictures all day. Mm-hmm. Their whole page is about barbering. They go to events and do all that type of stuff. I just cut hair.
Yeah.
Make the money. I like cutting hair. Like,
right.
I like looking at my work and be like, man, hey,
yeah,
your girl about to...
Oh boy, B-Mac.
But you put smiles on people's face, and then you have relationships with them. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. This is what it is. I just like doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about all the extra stuff being amazing barber here, and I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What songs on your mind?
What songs? That Migos right now, Straigten. Hey, that thing jam.
Okay.
Like, it jam. So let's say how you was warming up, that might be me.
Okay. The reason why I like that is I think that moving out of the barbershop for me, I lost touch with a lot of music that other people listen to. Mm-hmm. And being back in the barbershop, I've kind of like connected back and hear what people are listening to, because you could get lost in what you like and only what you like. You know what I'm saying? But now, I think I was introduced to Nipsey in the barbershop and started giving Currency some more play in the barbershop. Pardon me. So I like to ask that question to see what you are listening to when you cutting hair.
Sometimes I make my own playlist, be on repeat. Person be like, how you know what's next? Because subconsciously I just know. You know what I'm saying? But right now, J. Cole. Yeah. That Apply Pressure.
Right.
I felt like he was talking. I was talking through him. When at the end, you heard it?
Right. Yeah.
He was talking. Like,
why you feel like he was talking to you?
No, I feel like I was talking like it was me. I was him.
Okay.
He was talking like I do this. I really do this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At the end. Okay. Yeah.
So I had a couple of pictures I posted. I was like, that's perfect. song just came out. I'm like, that's perfect. Because I want to talk. Because I don't say nothing about me. You know, I might be like I'm the best barber, but I don't go out here like that. You know what I'm saying? Then it was perfect. Like, came out of blue, boom, got a van, throw it in their face. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, everything that he was saying was perfect. So I had to post that. Like, but J. Cole on one right now.
Right.
It's hot. But who else? Listen to the Young Thug, the Slime, jamming that. Mm-hmm. Moneybag Yo in his bag right now. Mm-hmm. So, I think I like the new. You heard the new Kirk Franklin and Lil Baby song? They're gonna be on Space Jam. No. So after LeBron win, I guess they're gonna play that.
After LeBron win, you think you're gonna win?
Well, no, on Space Jam.
Okay. Got you.
So I believe I can fly.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah. Okay. I got you. So let's go into the aspect of now. Let's talk about your failures, or have you ever thought about the failing part of being mobile? What does that look like for you?
I say the only way that it can fail is maybe breaking down. That's about it.
Right.
But I mean, that's why I kind of feel like being at home is kind of cool, because if something goes wrong, like I told you, the fuse went out. It's easy for me to just go back inside. You know what I'm saying? So that'll probably be the only thing, because I think other people that do have mobile, they still have a barbershop. Like some dudes I know, like some other people in Houston that already have mobile. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just more that I'm a bigger name. So when a bigger name does it, then they see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but like I said, it's other people. I'm not the first.
Right.
Just the first that everybody knows. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I really think, like the power really going out or anything, or maybe the city messing with you. But my brother, he's an electrician, so everything's up to par to that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about anything. They did all that perfect. Pretty much breaking down. Honestly, that's the only thing I think of. Honestly,
right. When I think about building a brand, right, which I've seen that you've built over the past few years, what do you think the first important step is about building a brand? I think the way that you kind of said, okay, Whatabarber, Whataburger. Do you think, first of all, here's a intangible question. Do you think that Whataburger is better than Sonic?
Yeah.
Okay. So in building a brand, right, what do you think the most important thing about building a brand is? Because you've built one. In the conversations you just mentioned, the first that's known, that just don't come out like here and there. That means that's years and years of grinding and people referring you and stuff like that. How do you think that you have built a brand over the years?
I think that you really have to just have something unique, but you can still build a brand on something like just your regular name, but you basically have to just put it out there, and it has to just be you, everything about you. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, I used to go to the clubs. Like I just used to throw cards on the bar. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, T-shirts, just everything. Like that's just you. Like Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So that everybody knows about Whatabarber. You know what I'm saying? People probably don't even know my real name, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Some people hardly don't even call me B-Mac anymore. You know what I'm saying? They be like, Whatabarber. I go somewhere, hey, that's Whatabarber. It's just you. You just got to put it out there everywhere. Everything that you do. You know what I'm saying?
So you being Whatabarber became everything.
Everything.
Did you ever have separation? Like I'm not Whatabarber here, or I'm just Whatabarber everywhere I go?
Whatabarber everywhere you go. Because like, it's just got to be that way. And then, you know, the funny thing, all these tattoos I even got Whatabarber tattoo. I don't have a Whatabarber tattoo. That's crazy. And you think I should have it. But, I mean, like I said, I think it was just me just putting my cards out there every day. Then, you know, we started early on Twitter. So just all that helped out because we were first on that. So you see your name and Whatabarber this, Whatabarber that. So then, like I said, I believe with the name being like Whataburger, it really helped out. You know what I'm saying? I think they helped out a lot. But that came from me and my homie Nick, shout out to Nick. We were in barber school, you know what I'm saying? So we had went to a beauty show, one of those shows. So after the show, we came back and we was high and we ate Whatabarber. So we was like, let's think of a name. And then this how it came, really simple, just high. We was like, there's some dope names, but we didn't want to go like orange and black. You know what I mean? Orange and white, you know what I'm saying? So we made it like that, you know what I mean? But we was gonna have like a whole barber society, Whatabarbers, you know what I'm saying? But I just took off with it because he stopped cutting hair as much, you know what I'm saying? So I just took off with it and Whatabarber everything. I'm talking about put it in your face. It's Whatabarber.
Is it ever overkill to you? Because I'm the same way. I got merch, you know, it's on the back of my car.
It's not overkill. You got to, because you got to think about how can it be overkill? It's like a gazillion people in the world. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's always gonna see it. Like I made some pants. You know, we got a circuit in our heat press. I made some pants with Whatabarber across. I go through the airport. They look. But it's not purposely. But it's like it's Whatabarber everything. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, Whatabarber everything.
Right. I like that. I do. I like that because I think that you can't build consistency without being consistent. And what I mean by that is you can't, people don't know who you are or what you claim to be until they see it on you plastered all the time. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, my wife has been one and a few other people have been one, like, you don't think it's overkill or not? And it's good to hear that somebody else feels that, listen, it's got to be this all the time.
It's got to be. Because, I mean, it's also marketing and promotion.
Right. Right.
So it's got to be.
So you've never used a marketer before?
I don't know. Like, you know what's so funny to me is kind of like I don't go like pay attention to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what you mean?
As far as like I see somebody and be like, okay, that's what I need to do. It's like I kind of be ahead of the game, doing stuff, thinking, and don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, be just thinking ahead. Just like, dang, I thought about that 3 years ago.
Right.
And it just happens, and then boom. So I'm really mad that it's a lot of stuff me and my homeboy Ike we be thinking about.
What up, Ike? What up, Ike?
Sizzle, Ike Sizzle. Okay, simple as this. We've been thought about this a long time ago, and now everybody doing podcasts.
Right.
It's like that's why it goes back to just do it. You got to just do it because you're gonna look up. Next thing you know, dang, I could have been 2 years in.
Right.
So I don't know. I just always think ahead. I don't know. Maybe it's just a gift or something. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is.
What you think about this record right here? I should have had it queued up. This is what I heard in the barbershop one time.
You remember you go to the barbershop and buy CDs?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to do that no more. Apple Music. Just go on Apple Music.
This is what I heard in the barbershop one time that made me really sit and be like, all right, I'm glad I'm back. Here we go.
I say, boy, you ain't no. I say, sign for 15.
Hold on, let me start that over. I'm here with my man, Whatabarber. I said Whatabarber. Whatabarber.
Boy, it's hungry, man.
I say, boy, you ain't no. I say, sign for 15. He couldn't afford a lawyer. You know it been a long night when I hear Tom Joyner right off Interstate 45. Boy, we out here bending corners. Came up in this wicked place. Taught me never be a loner. Niggas running off with your bread and they'll leave you real hungry. And if you in debt, they creep up and put that steam on you. It's a lot of ways out, but we could only choose two. It's that ball of that street, my nigga, what you finna do? Senior year came up, cap and gown, Nike shoes. I like making decisions and moving when I wanna move. From that point on in my life, I just knew to stay true. At the end of the day, only thing matter is revenue. 17, watching cops race down the avenue. Sun beaming, got it hot, feel like you walking in some glue. This the truth, different rules to the shit I had to do. This the truth, different rules to the shit I had to do. Boy, you ain't know my...
You know, when I think about barbers, I think about the influence that y'all have. Then I think about the word that you use to define yourself, inspirational.
talk about influence. Barbershops are the cornerstones of neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. You want to know what's going on in the neighborhood? You're in a barbershop chopping it up. How have you taken that culture and put it inside of the van?
I don't think it's going to be the same because you can't have topics, but I also did just buy DJI stabilizer because I was thinking about doing podcasts in there. Because me and my clients, we talk about a lot of stuff, and then it'd be simple talking like this, and I'm like, dang, we can record that, and I can make a YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, being mobile, it won't ever be anything like a real barbershop because you're not, you know, it's kind of like being in the studio. It's just you and that person. It's intimate, and you're not gonna have anybody coming in to have conversations about anything. You know, maybe the next client might come in. They might be waiting, but for the most part, it's just gonna be you and that person. So you could talk about whatever. Like, talk about like Steph winning. I mean, not winning. You know, and just talk about the games, anything that go on, like that. So, but it won't be anything like a real barbershop.
I see it the opposite, and the reason why I say that is because hold on, just got a phone call. What's going on, man? I'm on the podcast.
Oh, my fault. I was just wondering where you were because, like, I need the pants. It's 5:04.
Right now?
It's 5:04. The dance starts at 6.
Okay. All right. I'll be there. I'll be there in like 20 minutes.
All right, but appreciate it.
All right. I think it's the opposite. I think it's the opposite because with intimacy, right? Like you just mentioned, it's therapy. It's therapeutic. So whereas it's a populated, barbershops are populated, you get a lot of people and they telling all these stories. Here, you get to talk to people one-on-one and be like, listen, man, or people get to kind of confide in you and open up like, man, listen, my household ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what barbers are.
Right.
We're therapists.
Yeah.
So that's probably kind of a reason why the price need to go up too. So, but no, that goes back to like when I'm telling you, even when I'm, you know, when I got the M's, you feel me? Like I'm still gonna cut people hair because we have those type of relations. We have a bond. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that goes back to being a therapist because like sometimes some of those people, they know my business. I'm able to talk to them and get it off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it works both ways. We do for each other.
Right.
So that's the best part of being a barber as well, being a therapist as well, and then your clients can be your therapist because, like, I know some guys that might be doing something wrong, and I might have to tell them like that ain't the way to do it, or it goes back to a lot of people look up to me, and you know what I'm saying, I inspire people. So when I tell them like about the stocks, cryptos, anything, they listen. You know what I'm saying? So or they want to follow whatever I'm doing with the save thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. Barber's therapist, man.
No doubt.
Price going up.
Today is May 22nd, 2021, and we have 223 days left. What do you hope to attain in 223 days?
Well, I hope by the end that I will be somewhere not in front of my home. You know what I'm saying? So really want to go somewhere where I have some kind of contract to where I know I'm going to be good in that one spot. Have a slingshot business, BLB_slingshots, Instagram. You know, come rent a slingshot, ride around the city and some fun. That business is booming. But basically, once these two things are finally settled in, you know, maybe start a few other businesses or whatever, and hope this crypto get back right to where I really ain't got cut.
Right.
Once this crypto get right, man, I'm chilling.
Right.
So, yeah, just continue to get better. Like a lot of people want me to thinking about getting more trucks, but I was like, I don't know about franchising. I mean, it seemed like a cool idea, but just the way I think, I kind of be like, why pay to have a Whatabarber van when I could just get my own? But then again, some people like, well, some people don't have the finances for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's something to look at.
Right.
But I mean, just continue to level up and elevate, inspire people, because that's what I like to do. Like the Save Challenge thing, where we on year 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't know. Some people don't. They need that push, and I do it 2 times a week. You know, Monday and Friday. Like, I be walking around just random places. They be like, oh, you do the save challenge. You help me save. You know what I'm saying? So I be helping people out, and they make me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when somebody hit me, I don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? That shit tight.
My wife got me on one, and I'm gonna do yours next year. You know what I'm saying? I like that. When I was looking at your IG, I saw that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do that one next year.
Yeah, I mean, because some people don't know how to save, and I try to tell them, like, even if you don't save what it says on the paper, do half or something. Do what you can do. Right. But people need to know how to save. But also, that's just the first part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people don't have much money in their bank account, but you have to be able to save and stray away from the Instagram life. Save your money so you can invest to make more money. That's all it really is. So, like, at this point in time in my life, I can do whatever I want to when I want to, because it took back those years to where I save my money, and now investing in different stuff.
Right.
But everybody wants to be right now. They want to have the Gucci. They want to have it. But for what? Who are you trying to impress? I don't care about anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to continue to stack the money and flip it any way I can. But also it's levels. Like I said, it's levels. You got to learn how to save. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to learn how to manage money. And then you have to, it took me a long time to invest, because I'm like, nah, I don't want to. That money needs to stay at the bank account. So I say, but what is it going to do in the bank account?
Right.
At the end of the day, if you put it somewhere where it can grow, you can still get the money out. So I had to learn that. So now it went for me, like, just putting numbers together, like, oh, put $100. Now I don't care about putting $1,000 somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I've lost money, but I know I made money. You know what I'm saying? So people just got to start with just saving first. And then you can get better and better, like that. Just learn. You don't have to buy everything, bro. Because, like, you buy, like, my dad always told me, and I mean, I still have clothes and stuff right now. Like, people go and buy all this stuff, you don't even wear it. Then it gets old and just sitting in your closet. My dad always told me, like, buy stuff when you need it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, let's say I need a white dress shirt. Just go get it instead of just, you got 5 dress shirts. I ain't never worn none because you keep buying more stuff. So, that's another way I save too. So, listen to my pops.
No doubt.
So,
most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next?
What's next? You finna laugh. What's next? Honestly, I need to find a wife and have some kids. That's what's next.
Right.
So, but yeah. Bombs. No, real talk. I'll be 36 next month. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's hard out here, though. It ain't like I'm trying to be single forever, but it's hard. Like, it's hard. It's different these days. But yeah, I feel like I got a house, got 4 vehicles, got multiple businesses. Like, that has to be next. You know what I'm saying? And then me and her can make some more money.
Right.
So, rent this house, get another house. You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to be next.
Right.
God ain't listen to me, no.
Yeah.
Nah, he listened to me, but.
Yeah. Listen, a part of this podcast is that I come by and invade people's cribs, but I also like to give them a token of my company in appreciation for them opening up their spots. And so here's an exclusive SVI t-shirt that I give to everybody that comes on the podcast.
For sure, appreciate you.
And then here's an exclusive What's Next podcast t-shirt that I give to everybody that comes on the podcast. And I appreciate your time. I'm watching you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning without even having to talk. I mean, we haven't sat this close since college. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the saving thing and just the nuggets that you've dropped in this episode.
For sure.
Houston, Texas. I'm here with my man, I keep on to say, I guess I am hungry. Whatabarber. Yeah, man, it's good to catch up with my man. Every Tuesday we drop. Y'all check this man out in his mobile barbershop.
Whatabarber everywhere.
Houston, Texas, I do what I do for myself to prove that I can do it for others. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, I feel like 95. Sachi on my body. Biggie, jigger, puffy. All that ballin' is a hobby. And I'm wildin' in my wallies. And them valleys, no Pilates. More get you more wet. Nah, that's these Spumante. My crystal ball, I see crystal. I crystal y'all with that. I saw the sign like Ace of Spades. Crack the money guys. The Willie niggas. Who buy
uppercuts, fuck is up. Over and done, overdose. Guess we did it again. Sipping with no remorse. We gon' do it again, and we gon' do it again.